are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. Winners of 6 of their last 8. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on...
Here's Richardson to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Off play action. Reeves being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Reeves. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down, Reeves. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Reeves. And that is incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22.
Holding, receiving team.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll run again with Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Reeves. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. To throw on 3rd down. Reeves. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Reeves. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in run.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Richardson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Reeves. Throw right side caught by Winslow. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Dodson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They run with Richardson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
When they got off the field on 3rd down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They'll get this off to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down to the back of 33.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Smith on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Nash. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Jordan Stout now. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
to throw again. They will find Winslow on the left side, complete.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the second time. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On 3rd and 2, Reeves. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are still saying, we want to be a part of this play.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. He will find Winslow. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Richardson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 1st down. Reeves. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Now it's Richardson.
Finding room at midfield. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, here's Richardson again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Holding offense.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Reeves.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Reeves. Ertz has it left side.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, Reeves. Finding Ertz again. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun, Reeves. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game, you'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Again, it's Taylor.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, it's Richardson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. On 3rd down, Richardson.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Jordan Stubb in formation. That's the end.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Ritter will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
On 3rd down, Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
To throw on second down. Reeves. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. From the gun on third down. Reeves.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
Out left to Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a draw play, Richardson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a dump off here complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Callaway. Incomplete. Results, leave a 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Gibson here running out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Washington,
it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.